Hi there, this is Ms. Redding. This is a presentation about AP Biology. Some general information about AP Bio is this is a course for sophomores to seniors, depending on where you are in your preparation. It counts as a life science course, and in the A to G pathway, if you will, it counts as a D or a lab science course. You should have completed GSS in biology, or even Ag Bio and Ag Chem with at least a B or better. You should also expect to work at the college level and have those expectations of you as well. You will earn a grade bump if you successfully complete the class, so that would earn you an extra grade point in your GPA. So if you earn an A, instead of getting 4 grade points, it would earn you 5. And so overall, we would like you to be able to learn about, of course, facts and concepts, but really be able to think critically and apply what you've learned to rapidly changing science of biology. And then also, when you take this course, it's kind of the equivalent of taking an introductory biology course at the college level. So why should you take biology or AP biology? It is, again, the grade bump is really nice. If you in regular biology felt like things were moving kind of slowly and you'd like to go a little faster, no problem there. We move pretty quickly. The material's very interesting. We do exciting labs, very hands-on, analytical. And the other nice thing is you're dealing with students who also want to be there, and so everybody is engaged and invested. This course will prepare you for other challenging high school courses as well as college coursework. Not to mention, if you do pass the AP exam, you have the opportunity to earn college credits depending on the college that you apply to. And also, here you are in high school and you're getting the supports that you really need at this level. So why should you think hard before actually signing up for AP Bio? Well, we do move fast, and so if you're somebody who takes a long time to do your work, just in the way that you're thorough, it just might be a little tough for you because it's a lot of volume at a really quick pace, and so you do need to be able to keep up. And then truly, do you really like science, or are you just taking it for the grade bump? If that's the case, you probably shouldn't take it because you won't have that correct level of motivation or source of motivation. Also keep this in mind. You're going to be challenged to think and make connections, not just memorize facts and not just fill in the blanks. So you have to be able to analyze and then apply your understanding. You should also consider your own stress level over your grades. If you get really stressed out over your grades, this is going to be a source of that stress, and so you really need to think about your own mental health and your time management because it is a serious time commitment for this course. Don't want to scare you away, but just really want you to have a good understanding of what you're considering. Let's take a quick look at some of the topics, and you can pause the video to look at what these actually cover. But in topic 1, and again, these might mix up in the order that we cover them, but chemistry of life, focusing on water and its role in the environment, and we'll also learn about macromolecules. Cell structure and function, some of this is a little bit of a repeat in what you might see in regular bio, but also some new topics where you might get a little bit more in detail with diffusion and osmosis. In cellular energetics, here we're going to focus on those processes that give cells energy like photosynthesis and cellular respiration, and have lots of labs to back that up. In the next topic of study, we have cell communication and the cell cycle. So we'll consider cell size and how that can limit cell communication. And we'll also take a look at how cells go through various stages and what happens with their chromosomes during those times. In the heredity unit, we'll look at how traits are passed on from one generation to the next. We'll do a couple of labs, sometimes at simulations. In the case of fruit flies, we've learned that breeding fruit flies in the classroom just ends up with flies everywhere. And so we sometimes will lean on technology to help us learn those topics. We'll learn about proportions in the Hardy-Weinberg lab, and then how we can take a look at specific traits as in the fruit fly lab. Moving on, still related to genetics, but in this case, gene expression and regulation. A really fun lab that we do is the transformation lab, or PGLO lab. Not only will we study DNA and RNA, we will also take a look at specifically how are those traits actually expressed. In the PGLO lab, we actually will take genes from one organism, bacteria, and in jellyfish, and insert it into another organism, bacteria, and make it glow. Pretty darn cool. Our last topic of study is natural selection, where we'll learn about the theory of natural selection and the evidence for how that drives change in the environment. And here you're looking at a little photo of the artificial selection lab. So, and then not quite last, almost last, ecology, of course, is where there's a variety of ecological topics that will be covered on the organism level and then on the ecosystem level. And here that's just a little peek at a sow bug or pill bug lab and their animal behavior and how they make choices based on their environment. And so we'll put them in different circumstances and see where they prefer to go. So that's a little overview of AP biology, and hopefully you will consider signing up.